Forests are the lungs of the earth. It is a vital storehouse of carbon on our planet. Forest absorbs greenhouse gases, regulate water flows, and protect coastal communities from extreme events and sea level rise. In addition, they provide migrating plant and animal spacious routes to resilient habitats. What happens if forests disappear? What will happen if all trees disappear? Ladies and gentlemen, our student from Indonesian School of Kuala Lumpur, Ammara, Aqila, Putri, and Armeny Chintya would answer those questions by the story entitled Swarnangkara, the Guardian of the Forest.
Once upon a time lived a young man named Swarnangkara. He lived in the edge of the forest in the Watu Karu mountain, Bali, Indonesia. His job was looking for firewood. One day, he began to collect dry branches from the forest. He didn't want to take the alive branches because it will harm the forest. When he found a dead tree, he replanted a new one. And he also forbade people to cut down trees and hunt animals so that various wild animals can live freely and peacefully in the Watu Karu forest. After collecting 2 bunches of dry firewood, he decided to go home. And it turned out that the barrel was broke. So he was looking for a bamboo tree to fix it. But he remembered that he didn't bring an axe to cut it. And suddenly, he saw smoke rising from a hut.
Oh no, am I lost? I've never seen a hut in this forest. Excuse me, anybody home?
What do you need, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma, but you see, my wood bear broke, and I really need to cut down some bamboo to fix it, but I didn't bring my axe. Is it okay if I borrow yours?
Don't try to trick me again. Yesterday you borrowed my axe and did not return it.
Oh, no, I can assure you, I've never been here before.
Fine, I'll lend you my last axe. But remember, if you did not return it, I will kill you. He quickly went to the edge of the lake to cut down the bamboo trees. But unfortunately, the axe that he was holding fell off into the lake. He was so panicked, and he knew that the old woman will kill him.
I'd rather die than be shamed.
Swarnangkara committed suicide. Then he threw himself into a deep lake. But suddenly, he felt himself thrown into thick, cold grass. And when he woke up, strange, no water, no deep abyss, and his clothes weren't wet either.
What just happened? Am I dreaming?
And the axe that was falling is now laying beside him. So he quickly grabbed it and handed it to the owner. Oh, thank you, young man. You are the only one who returned my axe. And for that honesty, I will give you a present. Put this package on your bed, and anything you wish will be granted. When Swarnangkara arrived at home, he put the package on top of his bed. And when he woke up from sleep, he felt that his hand touched a cold thing. He picked it up and looked at it carefully. It turned out to be 2 gold coins. So the next day, he brought it to the market and sold it to pay off his debts. So the incident continued every morning, and eventually, he became rich. So people started to talk about the wealth of Swarnangkara.
Oh, didn't you know? Swarnangkara's parents abandoned him when he was young, and they were very poor. I don't think he got any inheritance. He's the only person working in the forest. Don't you think there's treasure in there? Oh, yes. Perhaps you're right. Maybe that's where all the money's from.
After that, the villagers quietly entered the forest. They brought axes, crowbars, saws, hoes, and others. they destroyed the forest. Cliffs were dug up, big trees are cut down. The gold they wished for was nowhere to be found. Disappointed, they transported the large logs to the city and sold them with cheap prices. Animals are killed, and in an instant, the Watu Karu forest became bare. And meanwhile, Swarnangkara was drunk, enjoying his wealth. He never again carried out his duty to protect the forest. One day, it rained so hard and drowned the village. Swarnangkara's house was also hit by the flood, which washed away all of his wealth. He only managed to save himself. Now, Swarnangkara has nothing left. He returned to his poor life as before. One day, he returned to the forest of the intention of looking for firewood, and he was so shocked when he saw that the forest became bare, ravaged, and fade away. He sat down, eyes full of tears, as he regretted his negligence.
The moral value of the story is, let's save the trees, let's save the forest. Forests provide a wide range of environmental, social, and economic benefits that improve our quality of life. We must all work together to ensure that these magical places thrive and survive for our children and grandchildren. We need our forests, and our forests need us. That's all from us. Thank you.